What's up, everyone? I'm back with my sister Shirley.
Hello, people.
I think me and Shirley should do some Snapchats for you guys later. You want to do Snapchats later?
Yeah, I love Snapchat.
We'll do some Snapchats, and maybe we'll do enough of them that we can make them their own video. That would be really cool. But today, we are kind of going to continue from last week. And I was living in Largo. We had already talked about my sisters being born, Patty being born, and then me being born. And after Clearwater, I moved to Largo. Shirley moved to Tampa. So I'm going to let Shirley start out with us. Did you want to tell them the joke that Billy told you?
I don't get it.
What does a robot do after sex? And the point line was, he nuts and bolts. You didn't get it?
Yeah, I
he
did
nuts
now.
and bolts.
Yeah.
Billy told us a joke when we he told us a joke last time, but he just told us again. And so we should throw a joke in there every once in a while. Maybe we should find some jokes that are not too bad.
Look, my girls are at attention now.
I know.
Last time the boys were.
Aw, yeah.
Gracie.
So tonight, I'm hanging out with Shirley. What do you want to talk about tonight? You ready? You're going to start. Oh, she's got her shirt on. She's got her cut that part out shirt on, guys. Cut that part, cut the whole dang video. You might have to cut the whole dang video.
Not tonight.
When Shirley blunts and tells you.
Let me think.
Tells you how it is. It's okay. Whatever you want to say. I don't care what she says as long as we're not hurting anybody's feelings.
Quit fighting.
Oh, the kitty cats are like going
They
crazy.
don't. Sappy don't like the boys.
I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So that's the main thing. I don't want to, to do that. So if she can be as blunt as she wants. It's right. We want to keep it real. Keep it real. So
stop fighting.
Okay. So what are we going? So you're going to talk about Tampa. Your early years in Tampa, because you only had. Did you only have Sherry and Sheila when you first moved to Tampa?
Yeah, but I was pregnant with Bobby.
Okay.
I met Bobby and Billy's daddy at the skating rink. He met her at the skating rink.
Yeah, I remember. I loved to roller skate. And let me tell you, Vince, her ex-husband, could skate so friggin' good. He was one of those professional and spin around. And, I mean,
Dancing.
He was a good roller skater. He could dance. Good roller skater. Oh my gosh, I remember that so well.
When he died, I was thinking, that song "Dancing in the Sky"? Well, I was thinking Vince was roller skating in the sky.
Yeah.
Or dancing.
I wonder when did he stop roller skating? Because he could, you watch these fancy roller skaters and how they spin around and they're backwards. And I can skate. I can skate a little fancy with my crossing the leg, and I can turn around and still go backwards. But nothing like he did. I mean, he was just the dancing, and
when I first met him,
it was amazing.
Yeah,
the way he skated.
I fell. I tripped over a little boy, and I fell, and he scooped me up and kept on going.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's how you met him.
Yeah.
Oh, how romantic.
He was sweet. I was married to him from December. I met him July 3rd, 1970, and then I married him December 3rd, 1970.
December 3rd. That's something else.
What? Daddy died.
That's the day Daddy died, and that's the day Tyler's mama died.
Daddy died on mine and Vince's 15th wedding anniversary.
Wow. But you got to back up, because you were married to Joe Burke. We were talking about Joe Burke. When did you divorce him?
Sherry and Sheila's daddy was Joe Burke.
Okay.
I met him in Clearwater in Mother's Day, 1966. Mama had me babysitting Patty and Marie. So I took Patty and Marie to the park on Pennsylvania. We lived on Pennsylvania Avenue. There was a park down there. And then there was a junior high school that had a playground. So I took you and Patty to the park. And Joe and his brother saw us over there. And he came over there and was talking to us. And then he followed us over to the junior high, which was only across, I can't think of the name of that street now, but it was just across the street. And you slid down the slide in your diaper and landed on the bottom in the dirt, and you had mud all over your diaper.
Oh.
So he had to take
my diaper fell off, or just
no, just
okay.
muddy. because it was wet.
I would have had a pissy diaper, I guess.
So he took me home. And that's all I remember.
He drove you home in a car?
It's convertible.
Oh,
he had a convertible.
So how older was he than you?
I was 18. He was 21.
Oh, okay. So he took you home, and that was the end of the story. You guys started dating.
Yeah.
Aw. And then, you know, you don't have to tell the whole story, but when did you divorce?
Who? Joe?
Yeah.
Well, I had Sherry, and he cheated on me a lot. So then I had Sheila, which he wasn't too happy for me. I was, we was already married by the time I had, well, Daddy and Mama and his mama made us get married. Back in the 60s, that was not something you did. You either got married or you went somewhere else and lived.
Really?
Yeah, they frowned on you living together back in those days.
Oh, okay.
So anyhow, we got married in March the 20th, 1967. Sherry was born in July of 67, and then Sheila was born in September of 69, but I was already married to him by then. But I got pregnant with Sheila on Christmas Eve. Joe Burt was drunk.
Oh,
I told him I wanted another baby. He said no. I said I want a boy. Well, I didn't have a boy, but anyhow, he was a cheater. An alcoholic and a cheater.
Oh my God.
What is it with these alcoholic drunks?
I don't know. But Daddy wasn't an alcoholic for you, so it wasn't like you went after you. You know, a lot of times they say that people marry somebody that acts like their daddy.
Mm-hmm.
But Daddy wasn't an alcoholic for you. So
no.
So you divorced Joe, and then how did you met Vince roller skating?
I met Vince before I got a divorce.
Oh, okay.
My divorce was in process, or whatever the word is.
Yeah.
I filed in January, and it came final in August of 1970. But we moved to Tampa in November of 1970. Vince and I did. And then we got married in December of 1970.
That same house?
What same house?
The house that you lived in? Oh, no, a different house.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
On Wallace Avenue.
Oh.
Got pictures of y'all, but you don't remember.
I don't remember that house.
Do you remember Sherry and Sheila being born? Or Bobby and Billy? Do you?
Not really. I remember Billy being little. I remember Bobby and Billy being little. I remember you coming over with the kids and me not wanting them to go in my bedroom and tear my bedroom up. Mama, do I have to let them play in my room? They're going to tear it up. I do remember that.
And Bobby and Billy used to like to go in the garage because it was a catch-all.
Yeah, and
they used to like to go out there and ramble.
Oh my God.
Then when she had Danny, Bobby and Billy would join Danny out there in the garage. And Gary, Daddy's son.
Yep.
They all liked to ramble in that garage.
Yeah, they did. They really did. That's crazy. So you married Vince, and y'all lived in... How many houses did you live in before you guys bought the house?
After we moved out of that one house I was telling you we moved to, and we bought that mobile home.
Oh, I do. 306 Blue Street.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, is that the address?
206 Blue Street.
206 Blue Street. I was close.
Yeah.
That's when Mama made me go live with them. And I was a bad kid. Okay, we're not going to talk about everything, but I like to sneak around and smoke cigarettes, and I just was a bad kid. I was mouthy. And I remember Vince used to make me pick a switch, and he used to switch my ass, man. That's a horrible memory. That's a horrible memory.
But he was really nice, other than trying to make her mine.
But he did it to all the kids. He'd switch us all, and it's like, to me, nowadays if somebody did that, they'd be in jail. That would be child abuse.
When me and Joe were little, Mama used to make us go outside and pick a switch.
Mama made you guys switch?
Yes.
Mama never switched me, but I do remember getting smacked with the belt from Daddy.
She used to make us go outside and pick our own switch. I'd go out there crying and pick one. I knew better than to pick a flimsy one like Joe did. Joe would come in there breaking it all up and throwing it at her.
Oh,
he is such a brat.
God.
He is a brat. She would use a fly swatter. He'd take it. You know what fly swatters are made out of. He'd take it and bend it all up. But he never did that to Daddy when Daddy came with him.
He didn't want to get his butt whooped.
No, I said he never did that he never took the belt away from Daddy.
Oh, well maybe he was scared of Daddy. Maybe he wasn't scared of Mama.
Probably not.
You know, most mamas, most mothers, you're gonna get it when your daddy gets home.
Look at the cat running.
And they make the daddy out to be the bad guy.
Marie, the cat thought you was talking to him.
They did. Oh my gosh. But I remember getting paddled in school, guys. I remember having to lean over a desk and get paddled at school. It's crazy. It blows my mind that a school was allowed to spank me. You know, I just can't fabricate it, I guess. Because nowadays, you know, the school would be sued. But I got my butt whooped at school. Did you get your butt whooped at school?
I was a good girl.
Was you an angel?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure?
But I never got spanking.
She never got called. Is that what it was?
I guess. I quit on my 18th birthday. I hated school.
Oh, so did you never graduated?
No.
Oh.
I quit. I was repeating the 11th grade, and I hated school. So when January the 18th, 1966, I called Daddy and told him I quit school. But you have to come sign me out, because back then, even though you was 18, you was considered a minor till you was 21.
Oh wow!
So I had to.
He came.
Yeah, he came. He told me, "I'll sign you out, but you got to get a job and help out around the family."
Oh.
So I said, "Well, I'll get a job. You find me one, and Dad got me found me one."
Wow.
At a restaurant on. I forgot the name of the street.
I didn't know you didn't graduate.
She's finding out all kinds of stuff.
I'm finding out all kinds of stuff.
Why's that thing blinking?
It's fixing to die. Where's my battery?
Behind you.
Oh, it's still red. Alright, guys. We got us a new fresh battery. Hopefully this one lasts a little bit of a while. That's crazy that Shirley made it to the 11th grade and then quit school. I know somebody else did. I think Tyler did that too. I think my Tyler made it to the 11th grade and then quit school. Somebody else did that. Was it our sister?
Whom, Patty?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Somebody else only made it to the 11th grade. I know one of my friends made it to the 12th grade and quit. And I'm like, oh my God, you only had that year to go.
Shirley made it to the 11th and quit. Shirley, my daughter.
I quit school very, very young. I was such a pain in the ass kid. I'm sure I was a pain in the ass to my mother. You know, I liked to run around and had a lot of friends. We used to walk down to the little, I don't even know what it was called. It was like a Circle K or a 7-Eleven, but it wasn't a Circle K or a 7-Eleven. Used to go down there and play pinball and met up with all my friends down there. Used to walk the railroad tracks. We would walk to the end of our road and through these woods and get on the railroad tracks and walk all the way down to the store. And I had a lot of friends down there. Kitten, the one I was looking for so long, she was my friend from 12, 13 years old. She's been my friend for a long, long time. And I finally found her. She's in Louisiana. But a couple of my friends, and I don't know, I'm not accusing anybody of anything, but a couple of my friends, it happened that this lady got murdered. Somebody broke into her house and murdered her. I guess she startled them, and this person hit her with a baseball bat. And I was so scared after that happened. I'm thinking the killer's going to get me. So I used to have a couple of my friends walk me home because I was so scared. I kept telling them, this guy, the killer's going to get me. Will you please walk me home? The killer's going to get me. And he kept saying, the killer's not going to get you. It'll be okay. And he'd walk me home, and then he would go back and go double back. Turned out he was the killer.
Oh,
he was the killer.
I don't remember this.
His name was, I don't know if I should say his name, but I guess it doesn't matter. I'd like to find some information on him. His name was Steve Vasquez. And I guess he worked for the lady. He did yard work for the lady, and she owed him money, and I guess he wanted to. I don't know the whole story. I'm assuming that he broke into her house and didn't realize she was there, and it was startled. I don't know, but I know that they said they found blonde hair under her fingernails. He didn't have blonde hair, And I'm not going to mention the person that I think was with him, and got away with it. But she had blonde hair. It was nobody in our family, so it was just someone else. I'm not going to say the name because I could be wrong, and that would be wrong of me to accuse somebody. But I'm pretty sure that you know, they never figured out who was with him when he did it. They never figured it out.
Now, how old were you?
God, I was young, maybe 13.
God, I don't remember
12
that
or 13. Kitten remembers the story. He lived down Kitten's Way. He didn't live up our way. You know, like where Walsingham is.
Yeah.
I lived this way. He lived the other way. But he used to walk me home every night. In the daytime, I'd walk down there. But once it got dark, I was scared the killer was going to get me. So I'd have him walk me home. And
he knew the killer?
Yeah, he was the killer. And that, you know, I guess maybe he didn't consider himself, I don't know. I don't know the whole situation. But I've tried to look up that story, but he was a minor. So all that would have been closed records back in the day. So I don't know if we would ever be able to find out. I tried to look up if he was in jail, and I just don't know. I just don't know. I know, like, do you remember Ross LaChance? He lived around the corner from us. He was a big, scary guy. I was scared of him. But I was riding my bike one day, and I ran right into the stop sign, and I fell off my bike, and I was crying. I was young. I was crying, and all of a sudden this big guy comes up to me, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I was so scared. It was this guy. And he picked me up, and he carried me, and he carried my bike, and carried me all the way home, and said that I fell off my bike. And after that, I wasn't as scared of him, but him and his buddies, like, I think he shot somebody. I think he shot one of his friends out on Sandcay Beach, Tommy Coyne. I don't know if it was an accident. I think it might have been an accident, but I'm pretty sure he's still in jail. Do you remember who he was? You don't remember who he was either?
I was living in Tampa.
See, I feel like I don't remember living with Shirley. Growing like as like we're sisters, but I don't remember living in the same household with Shirley. I remember me and Patty living in the same household. So it was like Mama, Daddy, me, and Patty. Not Mama, Daddy, Shirley, Joe, me, and you know what I mean? And you remember all of us though, because you're older. But Joe probably don't remember all of us. I wonder if Joe even remembers living with us as kids.
I have to ask him next time I talk to him, because I know he doesn't remember the Linda thing.
Yeah.
Because he's only 5.
But he would have been older when Patty and I were born, so he might remember living with us.
He probably remembers you. Nicola.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember living with them at all. I just don't.
Get down, Panther.
It's
down, Panther.
I always felt like
come here.
There was just 2 of us in the family. There was just 2 kids because it was always just me and Patty. So, and I don't know if Patty feels the same way or not. She may. She could feel the same way. Because I don't remember living with them. But I've had a lot of crazy stories. A lot of crazy things happen. I used to go to Seminole Mall. I used to go to this dance at Seminole Mall. It was like for teenagers. You go and they close off the mall and you dance. You play music and you dance. That's where I met my son's father. His name was Daniel Glenn Franklin. I met him there, and you know, we kind of met there every Friday, just talking and dancing, and then, you know, then all of a sudden, you know, he come to my house, and we went different places together. He was in a foster home. His parents both died Christmas Day, but it was either Christmas Day or Christmas Eve. I can't remember, and I don't know how they died. I never got the whole story. His foster mom treated me horribly. When I came to their house and told them I was pregnant, she says, "You're not getting none of his money. You're not getting nothing. He's in trouble and he's going to jail and blah, blah, blah this and blah, blah, blah that." I didn't even know he had money. His parents had died and he had a whole bunch of money. I mean, like $48,000 or something. He had a lot of money, and back in the day, that was a lot of money. I never received 1 penny of child support from this man. He came when Danny was 3 months old. I have a picture of him holding Danny. He had gotten into a car accident on the corner of Walsingham and Ridge Road, and he had a Band-Aid on his head. And I got pictures of him holding his son, and I never seen him again. I never ever, he said he was in trouble and he was going away, and I've never seen him again. And then years later, when I come down to visit from Maryland, I went and I talked to the foster mom, and she changed her whole tune. She acted like she didn't say that stuff to me and all this, and you know, kind of like covering her ass or whatever. But she said that he ended up getting married and he has 2 little girls. But I still, to this day, I've looked him up. He's been in and out of jail. He's a drunk. So you know, I've never gotten to see him. I would like to look him up and go see him, but then maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I wouldn't want to bring that back into our life, because my husband Mike raised Danny as his child, and Danny has no interest in meeting his biological father. To him, Mike was his father. So
where are you going, Gracie?
She's coming to see me. Yeah, sure.
So where's Daddy?
Lots of crazy stories at that house.
Look, is that Daddy?
Aww.
I'm trying to get her.
I know. I don't think they can actually see.
Remember last time I was talking about this? Look.
I don't think they can actually see. Is that Daddy?
Look at Daddy. See Daddy?
I don't think they can see it.
We still ain't figured out the word. I don't think they recognize people in pictures or something like that. But I've seen videos of these dogs or something that recognize, maybe dogs are different.
Oh, yeah.
You remember? You seen those
They
videos?
recognize like the person that, yes, I do. I have seen that.
Okay.
I don't
Maybe
know.
cats are different.
I think dogs' sense of, I think like when I go on vacation and leave Louie with Haley, I think Louie doesn't realize when I come back that it's been a week later or 2 weeks later. I think Louie thinks it's
no
just the
concept
same
of
day.
time, right?
Yes, I think that's what it is. I'm not really sure. I jumped real far from my story of Largo House, because
We get sidetracked easily.
very easily. We lived next door to Glenda. Glenda was like my second mother. Glenda and John took me fishing. They took me camping. John took me sled riding for the first time in my entire life, and it wasn't in snow. We got some cardboard, and this place that he took us fishing, we got up to the top of the hill and we sat on this cardboard and we slid down. It was so much fun.
John was a fun guy.
It was so much fun.
Fun guy.
You guys know him, John Webb. He's out there where my sister's buried in that Sylvan Abbey, the Florida's most haunted cemetery, one of the 10 most haunted cemeteries. It's so crazy. Mama probably never knew she's burying her baby in one of the 10 most haunted cemeteries in Florida.
I'm sure she didn't.
That's crazy. I wouldn't mind being, and that's a beautiful cemetery. I wouldn't mind being buried there.
Mom and Daddy wanted to be buried there. What was the reason why they didn't?
I don't know, because where they're buried now was real expensive.
Maybe they didn't have any availability.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I would imagine they would.
I don't know.
Maybe they wanted to be buried by their baby, and she was in Babyland.
I don't know.
You know, I wonder if they could, I wonder if your child passed away and you wanted to be buried, later on you wanted to be buried with your baby. I wonder if they would dig the baby up. Do you know?
That would cost a lot of money.
Yeah. It cost a lot of money at Serenity Gardens, where my parents, I remember it cost a lot of money there. That was one of the more expensive.
They had a prearranged funeral thing.
That they did that because
Thank God they did that.
Yeah, because it was so expensive. Oh, I've fallen asleep tonight.
And
Shirley.
I was yawning earlier.
Oh my goodness. So I used to hang out at Glenda's all the time. I just love Glenda and John so much. And their boys was like my little brothers. And then Shirley would come over with all the kids and be like Sherry, Sheila, Bobby, Billy, Johnny, and Jeff. And remember how Jeffrey crawled with his butt in the air?
Yeah.
He crawled. It was like he would never put his knees on the ground, so he was on his feet. His butt was all up in the air.
He turned out to be a good-looking guy.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
He did. Both of them are good looking.
Yeah, one
Johnny
of them looks just like his daddy.
Johnny looks just like his daddy. Jeffrey, yeah, he turned out to be really good looking. Yep. I wonder if his little boy's cute too, little Noah.
I haven't seen him.
Oh, he's adorable.
How old is he now?
Oh my
In
Lord.
school? Well, of course he's in school.
He's got to be. He's got to be at least 6, 7.
6 or 7, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so you want to talk about some of your stories for over in Tampa? early on, the early stories, once you guys built the house? Did you guys build that house or did you buy it?
We bought it.
Okay.
That's where we lived. I loved living in the mobile home. We lived in the, huh?
Go back to the mobile home.
Was
206 Blue Street?
Yeah.
I remembered. I just was thinking it was 306, but...
We lived in that mobile home from, let's say, February of 1971, because I know I was pregnant with, no, maybe it was 72. I got pregnant with Billy in that trailer, so let's see. I think we lived there, we moved there when he got his income tax in 1972, right before I got pregnant with Billy. Because when I got pregnant with Billy, well, see, Billy was born in December of 72. So I don't even know when I got pregnant with him. Sometime in the early part of 72.
And Billy's the youngest. Billy's the baby.
The one y'all met. But Vince had adopted Sarah and Sheila. I was still pregnant with Billy.
Joe Burke let him adopt him to what? He didn't have to pay child support?
Yeah.
Wow.
He married a woman that had 3 kids already. And then they had one.
Oh, they had a kid too?
Yeah.
Does it look like your kids?
It looks like Sheila.
Does it really?
Yeah. She just turned 50.
You'll have to send me a picture.
I will. And
do you have any pictures of Sheila lately?
No, but she looks the same. I got pictures of Jessica and her little boy. She's got 2 little boys now.
Aww.
One's almost 8, and the other one's almost 1.
Oh wow.
And then I have that's 2 of my great grandsons. Yeah, 2 of my great grandsons. And then I have 4 great grandchildren in Texas. They've been living there 10 years.
Isn't that crazy?
I know.
10 years.
I was supposed to move with them.
I remember you were going to move.
I wish I had. I wish I had.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
But then you would have left everybody.
I know, that's why I didn't.
Oh, wow.
But every time anything would go wrong in my life, in the past 10 years, I would say, I should have moved to Texas with Chrissy and the kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's he looking for?
I don't know. He's looking out to see who's out there. That's funny. That's real funny.
He usually goes, hello, hello. They ain't going to do it now.
He's like, who's coming over
next? Do you believe Mackenzie just turned 12?
Oh my gosh.
In the 6th grade.
She's gorgeous.
I know.
She's
almost as tall as Chrissy.
Wow. That's crazy. This cat just loves it.
Hello. Attention. We're just talking about the camera over there. I keep asking her, why does it do certain functions? And she was explaining to me.
So, are you done talking about your trailer park? Was it a trailer park?
Well, I lived in 3 different trailer parks.
But the 206 Blue Street, was that a trailer park or was that just a trailer?
It's a trailer park.
Oh, it was a trailer park.
I always lived in a trailer park.
I remember I used to smoke at the bus stop. Did the kids tell on me?
No. Which?
I lived with you there.
Yeah, but they didn't tell. Oh. They weren't telling us.
They didn't tell on me. I used to sneak at the bus stop and I'd be sitting up there smoking a cigarette. I didn't know if they ever told on me or not. Oh.
They went to school across the street.
They didn't, but I was at a bus stop. Maybe they didn't see me.
Probably not.
Maybe I don't know, maybe the other kids. I was a bad kid. I mean, I did some crazy shit. Crazy stuff. I used to hitchhike everywhere, guys. If I wanted to go somewhere, I stuck out my thumb and I got myself a ride. Everywhere. I went to concerts over in Lakeland. I went to Clearwater Beach, Sand Key Beach, Indian Rocks Beach.
Who was it that had to come rescue you one time in Whistler-Coochie or something?
That's when I ran away.
Oh, okay. Tell them about that.
It was Wanda and Mama. I think it was Wanda and Mama.
Did I come too?
Was that when I ran away, or was that?
I don't know. I thought I came. Why? How many times did you run away?
I don't remember. I don't know. I hitchhiked up to where we live now. I think I loved camping so much when we used to go camping with Ralph, and I loved the area.
Daddy.
And I knew all the people up in here, And that one time I remember hitchhiking all the way up here. And now you remember back in the day that I hitchhiked all the way up here was when Billy Mansfield was out there kidnapping women.
Yeah, and he lives right around the corner here.
Yeah, right around the corner from where Shirley lives. His house is, where there's probably more bodies buried. But I hitchhiked all the way up here, and then the lady that I went to her house, I told her I don't want to go back home. I want to stay here. And she called my mama. And my mom, I think it was Mama and Wanda. Was it
I don't
you?
know. I thought it was me, but I don't know.
I think another time.
How many times did you run away?
I didn't run away, but when me and Patty were little, and that guy pulled us in his truck, and brought us up this way too.
How'd you get away from him?
He put us in a shed, and we got away from him, and we got into a phone booth, and he was coming towards the phone booth driving in his truck, and I guess he realized, well, I'm busted now because we called zero. We called zero, and the cops came, and maybe that's when you and Mama came.
I don't even remember that incident. I remember the with the Lacucci. So
Patty told me about that incident, so
okay.
I don't know who picked us up from that incident.
Okay, I don't remember that one.
I didn't remember everything, but Patty told me about that. So I don't know. Then maybe
They lived dangerously, didn't they?
Maybe Mama and Wanda picked us up from that, and you picked me up when I ran away. I don't remember.
I picked you up from when you ran away with Lacucci. Did you run away to there?
Yes.
Okay, I picked you up there.
Do you remember where we used to go camping?
Well, not in my mind, but
if we went.
Why?
Because I want to find that campground.
Oh,
I have searched and searched and searched for that campground and not been able to find. I don't know. I don't even know the name of the campground.
Me neither.
Krumakuchi River is where we used to go camping. We called it Kroom.
I wonder if Apple remembers.
She said that she might, but she doesn't live here. She wants to come to Tampa to see her daughter, so she said if she does it, maybe we could try to find it. I don't know. Yes, I lived on. I'm surprised that I made it, that I'm alive, because
I'm
hitchhiking everywhere, and you know, when just the crazy stuff that happened to there's a lot of crazy stuff that's happened to me in my life, and some of it I'm just not ready to open up about. But hitchhiking, I hitchhiked everywhere. I remember hitchhiking to Lakeland to a concert. I think it was Lakeland to a concert, and this guy picked us up in this really fancy car, and it was me and Kitten. It might have just been me and Kitten, because Patty was already at the concert. She got a ride with her friends, but we wasn't allowed to go with her. So me and Kitten hitchhiked, and his doors kept locking, and every time they would lock, we would freak out, and I'd unlock them. But nowadays my doors lock when I take off in the car. So he had a fancy car. He probably wasn't locking the doors. The doors probably just automatically locked, and we freaked out. So when we hit a stop sign, we both got out of the car and ran. He probably thought those girls are crazy. I was giving them a ride all the way there. But we got out of the car and we ran. We were scared to death that he was kidnapping us. But yeah, I lived on the wild side. I mean, I would put my little bikini on and I would hitchhike to the beach. I got rides on motorcycles, and I had a friend that had a motorcycle. We're driving down the main strip of the beach, and he's like, "You want to drive?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let me drive." You know, he was going to get on the back and I was going to get on the front. We're driving. He climbs over top of me and I slide forward, and now I'm driving. I've done some crazy, crazy shit. I'm just lucky I'm alive.
Wow.
I'm really lucky. You never did any crazy stuff?
No.
Never?
No.
Did you ever smoke cigarettes?
No.
Right, I smoked cigarettes. Did you ever smoke pot?
Only when I met John.
Okay, now I've smoked pot when I was 12, 13, 14. I smoked pot. Have you ever popped pills? Okay, me neither.
Just prescriptions. I mean the illegal stuff?
Yeah.
Illegal stuff?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, yeah. I took what the doctor gave me. I've never shot a needle. I've never done a major drug. I've never done cocaine or anything like that. The worst I've ever done was smoke pot when I was young.
And get drunk?
Oh yeah, I used to drink.
I didn't get drunk.
I used to drink. That's why she didn't drink either. I did used to drink. Yeah, a lot. Not a lot. I wasn't an alcoholic like Daddy, but my God, I mean, our Daddy was an alcoholic. My brother drinks every day, so I guess it kind of ran in the family. But couldn't even tell you when the last time I had a drink was. Probably a couple years ago. You never drank at all?
Well, I have tasted it.
Did you drink beer or wine or?
Joe, our stupid brother, I mean, I love you, brother, but at one time he said, because you know how he likes to kiss you?
Yeah.
Well, he went to kiss me, all right, but he had a mouthful of beer.
Ew.
That was when we lived on 206 Blue Street.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But no, I didn't ever like the taste of beer.
I never liked the taste of beer that much either. I used to, my drink of choice when I was able to go to the bars and the dance clubs and stuff like that was Tom Collins. I love the Tom Collins. I think it's vodka and I don't even know if it's vodka. I can't remember what's in a Tom Collins. Haven't had one for years. But I like ultralight beer. I like Coors Light beer. Like even now I would drink one. It would probably get me drunk. One beer. It wouldn't take nothing.
You remember when Patty lived in an apartment? She was with Mike and Gary broke his leg. I don't remember what town that was in.
Which Mike was she with?
Mike, the good Mike.
Oh, Mike Good. Okay.
Yeah. And Gary broke his leg, and Heather was a teenager.
I don't remember that.
Well, anyhow, Patty made something on the stove called a hot toddy.
Oh, okay.
And she made it with Captain Morgan spiced rum.
Oh, okay.
And she put all kinds of fruit in it.
Yeah.
So I was sipping on that stuff.
Was that good?
It tasted good, yeah.
Did you get drunk?
A
little floozy?
I'll have a picture. I don't know where it's at. I'll find it for next time.
Oh, goodness.
So anyhow, they were dancing. It was Christmas Eve. No, New Year's Eve. Okay, so they were all dancing. And Mike, now this is the good Mike.
She used to make mimosas. Is that what it was?
I don't know. Anyhow, the good Mike, her one that died not too long ago, he said, "Get up and dance with me, Shirley." I got up and I was, woo.
Oh, she felt it.
And Patty took a picture of it.
Oh.
And I got it, but I don't know where it's at. It'll show up.
Mike used to love to watch, like me and Patty, every time I'd come down, but when we first moved here and we would be out by Patty's pool, me and Patty, you know, every time a good song comes on, of course we love to dance. Yeah. We've always loved to dance.
Yeah, we have.
But Mike used to get his cigarette and his coffee, and he would stand by the pole, and he'd be smoking, and he'd just be smiling, watching us dance. I can still see his face watching us dance.
Yeah, the sweetest man in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Really,
Mike was an excellent guy.
His name fit him perfectly.
Michael B. Good. And
yep.
Yeah, he was the good Mike. He was definitely the good Mike. And that was my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah, for
I was
18
married.
years.
I was married to a Mike. She was actually married to a Mike too.
Yeah, Heather's daddy was a Mike Brady.
And then she was married to the other Mike.
Yeah, Mike Adams. That's where she got the Adams for her last name.
So she liked Mike's, and I was married to.
How come you never changed a Twig to Engelbert because of Haley? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked Patty why didn't she change Adams to Engelbert. She says because Adams is kind of cool. Patty Adams.
Oh.
Whatever.
Okay. Yeah, but nobody. She didn't have any kids with that.
When I was married to Vince, my last name was Breeden, Breeven, and so when I got a divorce from him, I changed it back to Engelbert, my maiden name.
I guess I could have, but Haley was a Twig, so I just got Twig.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, did you have to do that on the camera?
I don't, it's alright. She's cleaning herself. Why don't you imitate her?
If I could get my leg up like that, I'd break it. It would never come back down.
Holy crap. The cat's like cleaning her coochie. And I told Shirley to imitate her. You gonna try?
She thinks we're laughing at her.
Oh shit, fire, Shirley.
She's the fire and save the matches. Mama used to say that.
She did. Do you remember how my mama was a wonderful mother. I don't think nobody did not like her. Everybody liked her. And
she liked her enemies. She had a mother-in-law one time that was a blessed bitch.
Yeah.
And this was a different mother-in-law. This was our first marriage.
Oh yeah, we haven't even talked about marriages yet.
But anyhow, Mama even liked her. They treated Marie like
it was horrible.
Horrible. We'll get into that another time.
Yeah.
But
we'll talk about my first marriage next time.
Yeah, that was to Charlie.
We'll write that down.
He's deceased now.
All my husbands have been married. What, twice? Twice. All my husbands have passed.
Mine too.
That's why I told
Even
Tyler,
my boyfriend.
Why do you want to marry me? All my husbands are dead. Alright, so we're going to talk about my first husband.
Mom and Daddy died. They were younger than Marie. Weren't they?
Yeah, his parents were 43, but they liked me. They were happy that he got with me because he was going down the wrong path. And then
they died young.
Yeah, we'll talk about Tyler's family too. When I met Tyler, his mother had already been diagnosed to die.
Oh, really?
Yes, she had cancer. We'll talk about that too. I'm going to write this stuff down. So we're going to talk about my first marriage.
Yeah, Charlie. And then Tyler's family. Let's see. I don't
do first marriage. We can do second marriage.
Yeah, well, yeah, first and second marriage. That's good.
And then
boyfriends.
Boyfriends. Oh God.
Yeah, because that would be Tyler for you, John for me.
Yeah, I got
Charlie for you.
When I left Mike, I got with a guy named Kevin who was an abuser. We will talk about him. I hope he watches the video.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Don't cut that part out.
I won't.
Because he was.
Marriage, my boyfriends, and then Tyler. Tyler's family.
So I guess that would be Joe and Charlie up top for me, and that would be Vince and your second marriage.
Oh yeah.
Mike for you.
Okay, so we'll do it on both of us. Yeah, we'll just do it back and forth like we are. We've been doing it. Okay, so in some of our next videos, guys, we'll talk about my first marriage, Shirley's first marriage, my second marriage, Shirley's second marriage. Is Joe Burke alive?
No, he died.
Both of your ex-husbands are dead too.
Yeah, and my boyfriend, so we hope that, no, Tyler's young. Tyler's only 30. Is he 30 or will he?
He's going to be 30. And then we'll talk about some previous boyfriends that I had, that she had. And then we will talk about...
what's his face wants to know about my husband's. Well, he's going to want to know about my boyfriend's too.
And then we'll talk about Tyler's family. And you guys all kind of know how I met Tyler.
That was a joke for a while.
Half the people still think I met Tyler at Walmart. I did not meet Tyler at Walmart. I met Tyler at my apartment building. But Tyler, every time you ask him, Walmart. He'll probably, like I said something about, where are we getting married at? Walmart. Okay. When you can be serious, we'll talk about getting married. Anyways, I don't know. You got anything else to say tonight?
No.
No? You done?
We've been doing it pretty good, haven't we?
Yeah.
We're looking at the clock up there.
Yeah. Alright, guys. So I hope that you enjoyed tonight's video with me and Shirley.
We rambled,
keeping it real.
But that's okay.
We did ramble, but, you know, maybe you guys enjoy that. And, you know, maybe you don't. We understand if you don't, and that's okay. This is kind of for when I'm gone and when she's gone. Our kids and our grandkids and our great-grandkids will be able to look back at this and say, that was my grandma, or that's my great-grandma, or whatever. And it'll be good memories for our children and grandchildren. Right?
Right.
Even like Ivan and them.
Yeah.
You know, they can look back and say, that's Meemaw, or what do they call you?
Mama.
Mama.
And she's Graham.
I'm Graham.
Sheila, my other daughter, she's Grammy. And Sherry is just Grandma.
Grandma. Sherry doesn't mind being Grandma.
No.
I felt like Grandma was old.
Sherry likes to be called Grandma because it reminds her of Grandma.
Because of Mama being Grandma. Oh, yeah. I've always liked Graham. I'm going to have lots of Grahams.
Every one of them calls you Graham?
Well, Abby was the only one that ever called me Grandma. And I said, Abby, call me Graham. Now Christopher calls me Graham, too. So, Abby and Chris, and,
So, Danny, how many grandkids does he have with her?
Danny has one, and well, the stepkids are Brandon, Hunter, and CJ, and then the grandbaby is Lily.
Oh, the girl?
She's so cute. Yes.
Oh.
She's little. She's got like red hair. She's so cute. Such a sweetheart. She just had a birthday. I'm trying to think of how old she is. Maybe 3, maybe 4. Golly, I don't even know. That's awful. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video tonight, and we will see you next week. Let us know in the comments if you have any questions, because we will answer them. Anything you want to know, as long as it's not, you know.
And we ain't going to cut it out if it ain't about anybody.
We're not going to talk about somebody else, but if it's about us and we want to answer, we'll answer you guys.
Love you.
So, love you too.
When
Bye.
maybe we'll know more about our health situation.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to know about her results this week.
Thursday. I will post on my fan page.
Okay.
You guys already seen that.
Yep,
Bye.
love you. See you. Bye.